Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another live session. My name is Sakshi Khanna. I am the manager of Partner in School Marketing here at Apply Board. Very excited to bring another live session to you today. If you are planning to make the big move to study abroad to Ontario or to Canada, this session's for you. Today, we have got wonderful guests from Fanshawe College who will be answering some questions for us, and it's a great opportunity for you to learn more about the college. So please join me in welcoming our guests for today. Hi, Emily. Hi, Sue.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you both doing today?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Really well. Yeah.
Thank you for being here. If you can please introduce yourself, Sue, and your involvement with the college, that would be amazing.
Sure. My name's Sue McKittrick, and right now I'm the Communications and Recruitment Coordinator at Fanshawe International, but I'm also a Fanshawe grad, and I used to be a Fanshawe professor in broadcast journalism, and that's what I studied there as well.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. And Emily.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Lowe, and I'm the manager of international student engagement. So that does include your student life coordinators that help navigate, when you're studying, what does that mean for immigration purposes, as well as the arrival services. So making sure that you're arriving safe and you're accessing all the wraparound supports to get you started at Fanshawe.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Emily and Sue. And just for a bit more context for anyone who's watching in. So, we are talking about making the big move to Ontario, to Canada, and specifically to Fanshawe College. So, I think before we begin, right, like for the larger audiences, what is Fanshawe College?
Okay, I got this one. So Fanshawe is one of the larger colleges in Ontario. There are 24 colleges, and these are public colleges, and we are big. We are located in London, Ontario, Canada, which is a couple hours from Toronto or Niagara Falls, which a lot of the audience will be familiar with. We're called the Forest City, which is an interesting name. There really, truly are lots and lots of trees, and London is just a great place to end up living.
That's amazing. So interesting. I was in London a few weeks ago, and such a great vibe. I was actually outside the Fanshawe College campus, and you're right downtown. It's such a nice vibe. There were some festivals going on there, lots of restaurants. I think I'm so curious to know why, like, how London is becoming such a big hub, and why would you recommend kind of studying in someone coming from an international destination? Why would you recommend them to study in London out of all places?
So London, you're right, it has a great vibe and it has been growing and growing and growing. And it is probably, I think right now it's the 11th largest city in Canada. So the population is about 500,000 when you get the London area. So it's a big city for Canada terms, not compared to some giant cities across the world. So big to us, but small enough that it's student friendly, safe. You can get across the city in not too long. It's got everything. London's got a big, diverse economy. So there's manufacturing, there's healthcare, there's arts and entertainment, there's digital media, there's technology. And an interesting thing about London is it's actually a test market for Canada for all kinds of big companies. I think the chicken McNuggets were first tested in London because we are kind of a city of everything, all age groups, all economic groups, and a big, wide, diverse economy.
That's quite interesting to know. I definitely got the sense, that the economy is growing. There's lots of construction, a lot of companies out there too, and looked like a great spot for students. I was myself very excited to be outside your campus, in right in the heart of downtown London. So that's quite nice to know.
So
Um,
that's one of our campuses. We have another a bigger one on Oxford Street. So we're on Oxford Street, which is a main road in London. We also have downtown. We have London South, and then we have some regional campuses in different cities that are close to London.
Excellent. I'm actually also going to drop a quick link in case someone wants to apply and look at the other campuses.
Yep.
So there would be a link in chat. I think also, I would be kind of staying in tune with the theme of the, sorry, staying in tune with the theme of our session today. If someone is looking to make that big move to Fanshawe College or to Ontario, and I'd be so interested to learn a little bit more about what are the arrival services that Fanshawe College would be providing for new students.
So I'm happy to jump in here. And for new students arriving to London, we do offer the full wraparound support of arrivals. So that includes information sessions to students around what to expect, how to be prepared, what to know to bring with you, especially during COVID. We know it's a little bit more complicated. So again, we are on the designated list of institutions with a COVID-19 readiness plan that has been approved by the province. So that means that our students, as long as they work with us to respect our attestation, are allowed to enter as essential travelers. So again, we do offer those information sessions. We offer the transportation from Toronto to London to our area campuses as well. And we do offer a welcome bag to students that are coming to London. And again, just reaching out through different ways to make sure that you've arrived safe, you have what you need, and you're able to access, especially the resources while you're in a 14-day quarantine if you're arriving.
Excellent. I'm so sorry. My throat is not agreeing with me today. That sounds amazing. And, so like you're mentioning, they're obviously supported from the time that they're entering the country to the time that they arrive. How often do you communicate with the students, and what type of information is kind of provided to them?
So I feel like I'm communicating with students 24/7 because that's my role. And I'm always sending them emails and setting up live student sessions. We talk to them from the time they are a lead to a time they're an applicant to while they're a student and through their whole process and when they're an alumni. So we are telling students things like new programs are coming. Here's the fee deadline. Here's some information about the campus. And of course, as you can imagine, during COVID, we need students to fill out a COVID readiness form. We need to tell them the new rules. We need to remind them about flight bans as if they didn't know that. We need to tell them quarantine information. And then I help Emily's team pass along the information about arrival services and changes and preferred hotel rates for Fanshawe students who are coming into Canada, that kind of a thing. So yeah, it's really nonstop.
That's great to know. I think especially right now, this is so essential. Students need to have that kind of a connect. You cannot just expect to be looking at a website and learning everything. It's so nice that they have that opportunity to have that one-to-one contact. So like you're mentioning, you're in touch with them all the time. So I know personally, if I was traveling right now and making the big move, I would feel very comfortable to learn that.
I always put myself, I'm a mom of kids that are 21 and 23. So I picture my kids traveling, to a faraway country and maybe in a different language, different education system. And I try to think of what they would like to know and what I would like to know as a parent. So that's kind of my approach. I'm trying to help them with all the information and the helpful links and stuff that they're going to need because it's a huge, huge opportunity and an adventure.
Absolutely.
And we also do have an emergency phone that we include for students that are arriving, just to know that they are supported. So if they miss their flight or if they're stuck in a third country or they're just not sure where to find their shuttle, we're always there to help them navigate that process as well. So we really want to offer that complete wraparound.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds this is the perils of doing these sessions from your place, from your home. So I think it's all a part of the process.
Everybody's learning new ways to work, new ways to go to school.
Absolutely right. New ways to work, new ways to go to school, another adventure.
Yep.
I'm so interested to learn a little bit more about the type of events that you offer for students, whether be it in person, whether be it virtual.
Of course, yeah, I will jump in on this one. So we do have an arrivals and engagement team as well that does help with, getting students involved, especially if they're not able to arrive right now or when they just have arrived. So a lot of our online sessions have been going on since we've been mostly virtual. We do have Fanshawe Care series, which runs before every intake, and it's 14 days. We invite different departments, so different student service supports to come in, present how they can offer their services to students and how students can access those either in person or virtually. We also have weekly online chats and info sessions. Some of those are drop-in. Come and talk to a student life coordinator, come ask some questions. We also have special workshops. So that includes, how to get a SIN number, or talking to Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada around becoming about accessing your postgraduate work permit or becoming a permanent resident. And we also have Fanshawe Works, which is really getting students work ready when they first arrive to know how to access the local labor market, how to get their resume ready, and how Fanshawe's career services are there to support them. We also work in collaboration with different schools across Ontario. So we offer virtual events and virtual sessions for students to jump on and talk to maybe some students from a different school, but sharing those experiences and really creating those different ties. And then in person, again, we work closely with the Fanshawe Student Union, the Wellness Center, and the Library Learning Commons, because they all offer really great support and activities for students that are here on campus.
That sounds amazing. I think there is a bit of apprehension, right? Because right now everything is virtual, but then there is still so much that you're able to achieve. It being virtual, and it looks like you've created those pathways and those networks for students, so they're not really being left out. Rather, I think it looks like they're doing so much more. So that's really really nice to know. So we've been talking all about making that big move. And sorry, Emily, you unmuted. Did you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, just waiting. As you said, working from home, I have a dog that's trying to bark in the background. So I'm just trying to keep him a little quiet. Some people have kids, some people have animals.
I know, that's fair. And some people just live downtown with all the honks and all the traffic noise. That's just how it is. We've been giving some excellent information and some very good resources, for students who are making that big move to Fanshawe, to Ontario, to Canada. I'm also so interested to learn, when the student does make that move, when they're there, what are the kind of support systems? Do you have any buddy programs? Do you have any, on-campus support systems that the student can rely on?
So we definitely do. We have a really great program. It's called Fanshawe Friends, and it's a peer-to-peer. So what that means is it's connections between the senior students and the new students. So it's reaching out, it's going and grabbing a coffee, it's a phone call, it's offering that additional welcome. How can I help you? How can I get you settled? What do you need? And how can I connect that with you? So it's a really great soft landing for new students when they first arrive. We also have international student ambassadors who call students and also offer that welcome. Maybe they're not in London yet. Maybe they decided to live with some relatives in Brampton, but eventually they're going to come to London. So it's really creating those ties and saying, hey, what do you need? How can I help support? Did you know you can get your fan card? How do you get your fan card? All those types of questions that often are asked in the first few weeks. And then we also have conversation circles in the EAP. So that's English for academic purposes. There's a lot of different conversation circles that are starting to happen again, and those are in person. So there's a lot of great different ways to connect with other students on campus, as well as using our chat function or even calling us to see.
Amazing. That sounds amazing. It looks like, it's such a holistic kind of, they're taken care of from the time they're applying. And so like you rightly mentioned, from the time they're just a lead, they're just making that inquiry to the time that we land.
Looking into Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Just even kind of considering Canada versus other destinations. So that's really interesting to know. Do you have any last piece of advice for students who are making the big move? And also, for people who might start considering Fanshawe for next year, do you have any piece of advice for them?
There's so many things that Fanshawe has to offer. I would love students to have a look at our website because there really, truly is something for everyone. There are 220 programs, academic programs that we offer. So from EAP to diplomas, to advanced diplomas, to we have 4-year honors bachelor degrees. We have 8 of those. We have post-grad programs, which are, most of them are 1 year. Some are 2. So a lot of students like to bundle the post-grad programs and take 2 so that they have the opportunity to get up to a 3-year work permit. So Fanshawe, another big thing at Fanshawe is the co-op programs. We have 60, and that means that students can do kind of a work. They earn while they learn, basically. So you're learning on the job as part of a semester's study, and you're working and you're getting paid. And the minimum wage in Ontario is $14 an hour. So it's that or more that you make at a co-op job. So Fanshawe is a great place to check out. And again, the location is one of the things you're going to want to notice because it's the forest city and the outdoor fun, as well as the arts and entertainment and the the advancement opportunities for the future. There's another interesting thing that's happening right now. There's a big Amazon outlet being built right south of London, and it's going to be lots and lots of jobs. It's called a fulfillment center. So they're just breaking ground right now on a former Ford assembly plant. So there's going to be lots and lots of jobs coming as well.
Wow, that's amazing to know. Yeah, I've been reading about the Amazon fulfillment center coming south of London as well. So yeah, it looks like a full, it's the full package. You're close to the major cities, and still it's kind of complete on its own. So, and the kind of support that the college is providing is definitely a big attraction. Thank you so much for all this information, Sue and Emily. It has been a pleasure to have you both here with us today. If we have any questions from students, we will be sure to reach out to you. And in the meantime, if someone's looking to apply, I have dropped links in the chat. Please feel free to check out the Apply Board platform or talk to Apply Board recruitment partner. As Sue mentioned, there are some exciting programs to be looked at Fanshawe College. And if you are making the big move, watch this video, save this video. You've got lots of information. Thank you so much. And the fellows are working from home.
Thank you for having us. It's been a real pleasure. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. This is another Apply Board live session. Stay tuned. We come live with our partner institutions from Canada, UK, US, and Australia every Friday. If you have any questions, if you've got any comments, any suggestions, please feel free to drop them in comments. Like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. You know the drill. And yeah, stay tuned. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your morning, your evening. Signing off.